I'm Dawn, and I'm in my living room, and what I'm going to do now is demonstrate an activity that you can do in your living room with your child. This is the part of the story Shipwreck where Koa is on board the Huckleberry. So what I've got here for this activity is I've got a beanbag covered with some fabric. I've covered the telly with some fabric because that just doesn't feel like it belongs in this world. And I have a water spray bottle, and I've put inside the water spray bottle just 2 or 3 drops of essential oil. I've used cedarwood because I thought that it smelt like the huckleberry might smell. So just 2 or 3 drops into the water bottle. The invitation is to do this activity and play the soundscape Calm Before the Storm at the same time. So we've got our beanbag, and we've also got, well, I've got a tablecloth, but you could use a sheet or just a piece of fabric. I've got the water spray bottle to hand. Could start by spraying around just to give the smell of the huckleberry. It smells like the huckleberry to me, and but also have that to hand. You need 2 people for this activity, so one on this end of the fabric and somebody else on the other end, and your child either lying or sitting on the beanbag. So if you want to, you can put on the soundtrack, and the soundscape sounds very gentle to start with. It's the sound of the waves and very gentle music. And so just gently moving the fabric. Noticing your child and their responses to the fabric above them. And then, as the storm comes and the music starts to build, this piece of fabric turns into the sail of the boat, the sail of the Huckleberry. Moving in the storm, and as it starts to build, sail moves with greater force. And what's nice about this fabric, which is actually a tablecloth, is it makes a really good sound. And then as the storm begins to die down, the music becomes calmer, so does the sail. And you can either leave it as the sail or return it to here. You can actually, while the sail is moving backwards and forwards, pick up the water spray bottle, let go of the bottom half of the fabric, and actually spray water around so it feels like the spray of the sea. And again, noticing how your child is responding to that.